Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Volta Premier Ho, Amenu Veve Aflao, Lolonyo FM Hohoi, and Kikeli FM Ho. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, governing NPP issues strong warning, including immediate expulsion threat to those declaring support for independent presidential candidate Alan Tremanting.
And then if you go and support any other candidate apart from our presidential candidate, it means forfeiture of membership.
We have more as mixed reactions greet Mr. Tremanting's resignation from the NPP in the Ashanti region. Also, Imani Ghana criticizes the Electoral Commission for failing to decentralize the limited voter registration exercise as the deadline looms with Boko still suspended.
All these matters could have been foreseen if the EC had planned for a much broader approach to registering people.
We have details as the opposition NDC refuses to write an undertaking of commitment to allow the EC to proceed with the exercise. We also have business, and also the wheelchair didn't stop her from pursuing a life of helping others. In today's edition of Stories of Hope, we'll tell you the inspirational story of Lily.
Identifying the needy but brilliant in the schools. We organized the exams, and then we chose the beneficiaries who had excelled. So I look at them when we settled. I'm very fulfilled seeing them moving up and then doing well in life.
These and more coming up shortly. Please stay. And let's start with politics. Leadership of the New Patriotic Party has served notice to expel with immediate effect any individual who declares support for Alan Tremanting. The former NPP flag-bearer aspirant officially resigned from the party to contest as an independent candidate for the 2024 elections yesterday. Already, party stalwart and former Ashanti Regional Minister S.K. Boafo has publicly announced his intention to throw his weight behind him. But NPP national organizer Henry Nanawachi says such acts will not be countenanced by the party. Here's a news desk report.
I wish to use this platform to announce that I'm resigning with immediate effect from the New Patriotic Party.
Flag-bearer aspirant Alan Tremanting announced his decision to officially resign from the governing New Patriotic Party to contest as an independent candidate in the 2024 elections. He cited the hijacking of the party by unnamed individuals.
The party has been hijacked by a selected group of party leaders and elders, government appointees, behind the curtain power brokers and some unscrupulous party apparatus.
But national organizer of the NPP, Henry Nanawachi, says the party is unfazed by Mr. Tremanting's resignation. He warns any individual who declares support for him will be expelled with immediate effect.
That is what the Constitution says.
In other words, as we speak tonight, S.K. Boafo ceases to be a member of the NPP.
That is what I have not heard it. You are saying it, but the Constitution is quite clear that if you are a party person and then you go and support any other candidate apart from our presidential candidate, it means forfeiture of membership.
If this warning is anything to go by, then party stalwart and former Ashanti Regional Minister S.K. Boafo will be the first casualty.
Honorable S.K. Boafo, a stalwart of the NP, fully endorses our presidency in 2024.
Yes, I do.
We're going to see you campaign for him.
If he calls me, I'll do it.
You had a news desk report. Meanwhile, in the Ashanti region, Mr. Tremanting's resignation has been greeted with mixed reactions, especially from some staunch party supporters.
If Alan has made this decision of going to independence, to me, I'm not surprised. It's even long overdue.
If you are a staunch member of the NPP in the Ashanti region, and you followed Alan Tremanting's campaign in the Ashanti region, will you also go his way?
Of course, yes. I will go his way because it's Ghana first.
Yeah, what could he do differently? Because he's been in the NPP for how long now? So why could he do differently? If he has something to do, I mean, we would have seen it, or it should have exhibited his role as a trade minister.
So it's no change?
In my opinion, I don't see any change.
Meanwhile, wife of Alan Tremantin, Patricia Tremantin, is optimistic of the chances of her husband following his decision to contest as an independent candidate.
You will agree with me that now the signal is clear and it is more than possible that this will happen. Alan Tremantin is a good man. He's the honest man. He's the man with vision. He's what Ghana needs.
But Communications Officer of the NDC, Sammy Jamfi, suggests Mr. Tremantin is not and cannot be the solution to the very mess he participated in creating.
Just because he and his supporters have been harassed, and subjected to all manner of violence and so on in the NPP, doesn't make him different from the NPP. The NPP is embedded in his DNA. He said it today himself. And he's been part and parcel of the NPP team that has messed up this country.
Sammy Jamfi is Communications Officer of the NDC. Away from politics, at least 3 people have been killed after an illegal mining pit caved at Bonsawere in the Takwa Nsuayi municipality of the Western region. 3 other illegal miners who got injured in the process are being treated at the municipal hospital after Saturday's incident. The Assemblyman, James Kojoyabo, has confirmed the incident.
The site came and some people were stabbed. So they tried to rescue the by using an excavator. But it showed me they had people who were in very, very serious conditions. So they tried to take them to Taka Municipal Hospital. On the way to the hospital, he told me 3 lost their lives, and then 3 were also going to the municipal. The Egyptian police, they got them involved.
You heard Taka Nsuayi Assemblyman. Now, in 6 days, the limited voter registration will come to a close. The exercise, since its beginning, has been characterized with challenges, leading to a halt in the process in Boko Central. It follows a disagreement over the venue for the exercise. Governance think tank Imani Africa has criticized the EC for not being preemptive in anticipating potential disenfranchisement among first-time voters in the hard-to-reach communities. Franklin Kujo is president of Imani Africa.
All these matters could have been, foreseen if the EC had planned for a much broader approach to registering people. If the NDC believes that the additional centers that are supposed to be added are strongholds of the opposition of the ruling party, then the EC must just equally accept that the NDC should also have additional places as well. Otherwise,
Meanwhile, NDC Communications Director for Boko Central, Yusuf Utumba, says the party has refused to submit an undertaking of commitment.
Take a machine to town, leaving the Bisa Belt and the Kokazabwe area, decided to halt the entire registration exercise, including what they should be doing at their own office, per their own rules, simply because we rejected that they cannot discriminatorily send a machine to one area, leaving the 2 areas that were equally proposed because of the complex situation. If you are taking a machine to town, we are not against it, on condition that you take the other machines to the Kokazabwe area and to the Bisa Belt.
From the depths of despair, she emerged with a purpose, founding the Share Foundation, an organization dedicated to illuminating the futures of bright yet disadvantaged children. Lily has become a beacon of hope, lighting the way for those in need. There's more in today's edition of Stories of Hope.
She can call you now? All right, okay.
Meet Lily, a compassionate soul whose life took an unexpected turn. In her youth, the world was her oyster, but fate had a different plan. A tragic automobile accident changed the course of Lily's life, leaving her paralyzed.
I went to school in Tatus, Saba. I went to Holy Child. I went to UCC and then traveled to Scotland to work and then do some studies. Then I returned from Scotland and then I was working with American Field Service, and on my way to work, I was involved in an accident.
For 7 long years, the hospital became her second home as she nursed herself back into good health.
I'm receiving therapy in between and then undergoing surgeries. Some days I'm up, some days I'm down, some days I don't want to do anything.
It was in those moments of solitude and reflection that Lily found her purpose. Supported by her pastor and some dear friends, she founded the Share Foundation.
Identifying the needy but brilliant in the schools. We organized the exams, and then we chose the beneficiaries who had excelled.
Jonathan Kwanzaa is one of the beneficiaries of Share Foundation.
They've taken care of me from JHS, right from JHS to SHS to KTU.
18 years on, the foundation has blossomed into a place where dreams are nurtured and futures are carved.
So I look at them when we started, I'm very...
And that's Lily's story of hope. And that brings us to the end of the bulletin. In our top story, governing NPP issues strong warning, including immediate expulsion threat to those declaring support for independent presidential candidate Alan Tremantin. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.